Background checks on teachers. In this video, we're going to go over options people have to do background checks on just about anybody. If they want to look up a teacher, they can also do that. Go to sheriffsdepartment.net, and we have state resources, county resources available directly from official resources to do background checks. So I'm going to go ahead and select, let's do state of Georgia. And what you have at the state level are your core records when it comes to background checks, like court records, recorder's office, criminal records, for some situations driving records, business lookup and professional license lookup, sexual offender registry. And then at the county level, you have also court records, you have recorder's office, arrests, mugshots. These are going to show you recent arrests, mugshots, jail records, things like that, and then property records if somebody wants to check up on somebody's real estate. They can do that. Most of these things are going to be for free. They're direct, and then a few are not. And let's take a look at what some of these options are. So to do a statewide criminal check, or a for example, in the state of Georgia, it's very basic. You just need a name, date of birth, and they charge about $15. Some states are going to make this slightly more difficult. They'll have more options, like a fingerprint-based background check sometimes. So it just depends on the state, but a lot of them will give you some options to do a statewide check. Just remember that these are a lot of times state-based, so people do move around from state to state throughout their lifetime. People travel, so they might have a record in another state. So it's a good idea to find out, to find maybe old addresses, previous locations where somebody might have resided, or maybe to do a nationwide type of a check in addition to the state one. So then you have your court records, and it covers anything from tickets, evictions, criminal cases, lawsuits. All sorts of things can be found with court records. So in the case of Georgia, you have a statewide database. In a lot of other states, you will actually have to do this search at the county level. Most of the time this can be done for free. At least a small portion of the information is provided for free. If you actually want an image of the actual case, like a digital image of every single paper that's submitted to the county for public record keeping, they might charge for that, or maybe there might be a little process to get those records. But usually there is some sort of an online database where you can search court records, either at the state level or at the county level, just depending on the state. Some other things to consider would be checking professional licenses, and you can verify those in your state. You can also verify them in other different states. So if somebody has lived in another state, you can actually check if there has been any issues with that professional license holder's license in the past. So that's another thing to consider. And of course, you have your the sexual offender registry. You have jail records, prison records. All sorts of things can be found online in your state, and possibly in states where the person in question has resided before. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to sheriffsdepartment.net in the description. You can also just type it into your browser and see what resources we have available to you. We have special background check pages, criminal record pages, court record pages, inmate search, vital record information, warrant searches. So there's all sorts of official records out there for you. Come check it out, and I hope you find what you're looking for.